right, collectors, thanks for joining me today, Sunday, June 23rd, for a rather eventful weekend. I mean, all the reveals from Valaverse, all the cool pickups from the convention, meeting great people, meeting Larry Hama, meeting Articulated Ninja, meeting Ryan, meeting Titan, meeting Bobby, Gamer Fan Addict, everyone that, the gentleman from Houston, the gentleman from Austin that came to say hi, Pedro, so many people that we got to meet this weekend at the DFW verse. Just a tremendous amount of fun, a feel good kind of convention. I had a great time. I mean, I don't think I bumped into anybody that had a bad time there. Just all around a fantastic convention. The only complaint is I want more. Breaking news, I think you guys are going to love this. Well, I managed to secure a bone collector for the channel. That's right, if you didn't come to DFW, if you missed your chance to get yourself a bone collector, don't worry. Here's another chance. Let's do a contest for it. It won't be super fancy. You don't have to figure out any riddles. You don't have to do any math. But it doesn't preclude me from doing that later to you. So anyways, this was going to be simple. Bone collector for the channel. Here are the simple rules. The official rules will be in this video. Go check it out. But here are the simple rules. Number one, you must be subscribed to the channel. Number two, you must leave the comment. In the comment section, you must leave time for action. I know it's time, but as long as it says time for action in the comment section, that's what I want to see. And here's another one. I will ship to anywhere in the United States and Canada. That's right. Anyways, our Canadian neighbors, you're a part of the tribe, and you're actually, not a huge percentage of the viewership, but again, we're trying to bring joy here to everybody. I know, a lot of people couldn't make it to Texas. So anyways, I want to bring some joy to your lives. Go ahead and, maybe like and subscribe. You got to subscribe in order to win this one. And we can go from there. Make sure you leave your comment. Check out the official details, guys. I hope I brought you some joy and maybe a ray of hope to pick up a bone collector. Let's get back to the news. So here's what we're going to do. I know that y'all want to know what the reveals are. And here's what we're going to do. So when we walked into the showroom, everybody was kind of getting ready with their cameras and their phones and everything. But I saw the people that Bobby wanted to record get professionally ready or set up as best, in a way that looked, like they belonged right there to stream it. And as soon as Bobby got in there, in a nice way, of course, he said, guys, I don't want you recording. I don't want you streaming. I want to basically show you what's coming up, and you get a preview of what's coming down the turnpike here. And I want to go ahead and record this and show it to everybody next Saturday. I mean, completely understand. It's his creation. It's his toy line. Absolutely. This is his stuff. And so I get it. If he wants to, hold on to it for a little while, he can hold on to it for however he likes. It's his stuff. And then later on, kind of show it to us as he sees fit. That's great. I just was happy to be there and to see what was coming and what was in store. I think you guys are going to love it. Now, he showed it all to us. And, but here's what I did. I had my two daughters there and I had myself there. And essentially they said, nothing should be recording here but your brains so that you can listen. In a nice way, of course. Nobody was mean or anything at all about it. But I think you guys are going to be very, very happily. I mean, I was beyond impressed, and the expectations were blown away from what he's about to offer us in in as far as the collection, the Valaverse collection or the line. So again, all three of our brains got together as soon as the panel was over, and we brain dumped everything that we remembered. I think for some of us, you know, that use that technique is you remember as much as you can, and then you start writing it down on a piece of paper. Just start, you know, I remember this, I remember this, I remember this. So between the three of us, I think we caught it all. Again, there'll be no pictures of it. I can just describe it to you. Not describe it, I can kind of tell you what's coming, but I ain't got no pictures of it. You'll have to wait for Bobby's, you know, true reveal, the real official reveal, next Saturday. Be ready. It is amazing. But before we get to all that, let's talk about some G.I. Joe stuff. I'll get to the Valaverse stuff in just a second. It's a lot of great stuff, and I think you guys are going to be impressed when I talk about it. So, number one, for this session, or for this episode, we saw Nemesis Immortal drop this week, or not drop, but you know, this is the packaging. This is what he's going to look like. I love this version of Nemesis Enforcer. I don't have any problem with it. I don't remember if I talked about this last week or not, or if I'm just forgetting about it, but I love this version of Nemesis Enforcer. I can't wait to get it. I'm digging it. Outstanding work. I love it. All right. Moving on to the next thing, because we got a lot to cover. The Stinger dropped for pre-order and sold out promptly. It's a mainline thing, so I think everybody who wants one should be able to get one. I think Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store still had, you know, this is not one that's going to go in and out. If you didn't get one still, just pay attention on Pulse, because they go in and out of stock all the time. People cancel, and people move on to another thing. So anyways, that's going to be something to, I'm really looking forward to this particular release as well. And I just got, well, you guys saw, I just did the review on the Ferret, and before I forget, Mickey Perdomo, he's the one that won the Gridiron giveaway, $25 gift card. I'm going to send it to you as soon as I'm done with this video. I've just been running around all over the place for this weekend, and I haven't had really any time to breathe. So anyways, yeah, me personally, I like this vehicle. I really, really like it. I like the figure, and I like the vehicle. I know there's been a little bit of controversy surrounding it, but I'm good with it. I really like it. Oh, and for the gentleman that that asked me where this guy was, you see him? Look, I brought him back just for you. There you go. All right, let me see. What else dropped before we get to all the Valaverse stuff? We had that live stream with the Strange Tales type characters. I think the only one I want is Helverine. Maybe Dracula. That's it. The Build-A-Figure, I think Blackheart. I really like the Blackheart Build-A-Figure, but I'm not going to buy these other guys for it. Or maybe I will. I don't know. It depends on... I don't know. I like the Blackheart figure because he's part of that game, or is part of the X-Men and Street Fighter lore. But I don't know if I want to drop, you know, all this money on it. But I've been known to do it before. So, but all I really, really, truly like out of this line is Dracula and Helverine. That's about it. So, all right, this is what Helverine's box kind of looks like. I'm digging it. Very excited about it. Here's a quick little pose for him. And then we've got Dracula's box right there. To me, he looks pretty cool. So I'm picking him up. Here's a little action pose for him. I like that he comes with two sculpted heads. That looks great. All right, let's get into some of this third-party stuff, because we had some really cool releases from third-party people. Fresh Monkey Fiction is working on this Cops. You guys remember Cops? I think it was the early 90s when this stuff came out. Cops and Crooks. I like it. Am I going to be picking it up? Probably not. I've got enough. You'll see why in a minute. I've got enough going on, but I do remember this, growing up. So I think it's all right. I think it's an option. It's a figure out there for you guys to choose from. And then we had Big Bad Toy and Big Bad Toys and the what is it, Operation Monster Force, come out with this guy. I forgot what the werewolf's name was, but here we are with this guy. I think it's $87. I think it's a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. I think it's Veteran William repainted. He's got a specific name, but I don't remember it right now. I don't think I need this one. I get that they like it, and it really falls into the lore of the, that kind of Monster Force theme, vampires, zombies, Frankenstein-looking things, and then a werewolf. Of course, it's going to fall into that, same line. So, anyways, I probably won't be picking it up, but I do like that option. I've always liked this figure. Ever since Articulated Ninja featured this guy and, showed how it articulated and stuff, he actually, that was one of the things that, inspired me to go make this particular purchase. So I really liked it. All right, moving on. Ramen Toys. This tank right here looks, how do you pronounce this? The Amisfibane. I don't know, but it looks freaking ridiculous. It looks super cool. Now, they also dropped that other Desert Tan tank on their site as well. This just looks fantastic. I think they're using the same bottom half, and then they change the top half and recolor it. It's genius, man. I mean, as long as you can reuse it and it looks substantially different, or it looks, this just looks like an amazing tank. And I'm really looking forward to it. So here's the bridge layer, or the bridge layer modular section for a regular tank. And this is the Hunter Armored Vehicle. The Hunter Armored Vehicle. I think there's a misspelling there, but whatever. I do like the Hunter. I do love this vehicle. It looks amazing. Ramen Toys has been doing a fantastic job putting out quality vehicles. I'm looking forward to it. Here's another shot of it with, again, modularity. He's taken some rockets, switched them out on the top, and now it looks like this. I think that's super key, right? Because instead of buying a whole other tank, he's given us options and modularity for it. And that's a wonderful way to reward your customers and also build your company. So thank you, Ramen Toys. That's a great idea and a great setup. I can't praise them enough for doing this. This is fantastic. We also have these beasts, this Creative Beast Studio, putting out some Stegosauruses, some Dinosauruses, some dragons even, and some Smilodons, down there at the bottom and the side. I like it. I don't know how far this is going to go. It reminds me of like an amped up Hammond collection. So hopefully they do great work with this. I'm excited to see what they do. All right. What else we got? Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. So I wasn't a big fan of this particular line. They were too cartoony for me. But when I saw this particular lion, I dig it. The Void, I think he's called. I really like this version of them. Again, these are all previews. There's no pricing on a lot of this yet. So, we don't know yet. Let's see. What else do we have? We also have Savage Crucible. And I believe this is what they're putting out next. This Conan-looking dude. More Smilodons. But this Smilodon looks like it's from the Zabu wave. I think this is Zabu. I don't think this is Creative Savage Crucible. But regardless, that Conan-looking dude there in the middle looks fantastic. Here's another different shot of him right there. And we have this other guy, Nashrum the Disinherited. Look at that guy. This looks great. Savage Crucible is doing some tremendous work. That's fantastic. I will be buying some of these figures. They just look fantastic. We did have an update from RoboSkull. Gosh, it feels like I bought that thing ages ago. Apparently they're in production and they should late summer. I think they should start shipping something to that effect. I hope so. I hope I get my RoboSkull at some point. All right, what else do we have? Okay, again, caution. Big caution sign should go up when you buy Figma, because they're exceptionally fragile toys, to the point that I really have to think hard about buying one. I really like this Diablo figure from Figma, but will I buy it? I don't know. I have to think really hard if I want to rock and roll with, you know, over $100 on a toy that is built at a, you know, super brittle, peanut brittle or something. I don't know. So I like it, but I don't know if I want to spend that much money on it. All right, and then we have Monster Force. Back into Monster Force. This guy looks fantastic. These are just some shots from the Joe Fest convention. I did not attend Joe Fest. I attended DFW Verse. But, you know, they put out some of these figures, and I definitely wanted to take a look at them. And they also have this, like, Gorilla Fighter, Chatsworth. Gorilla Fighter with the cannon there. And then they have this other Sasquatch-looking guy, Shuru Khan. I guess he's a Yeti. Looks great, man. I love these type of mashups. They're looking fantastic. You also have this other, you know, Frankenstein scary looking dude, Phantasm, from Monster Force. Looks great. And what else do we have? This other vampire guy. You know, these are just setups from, like I said, their display area. And I'm really looking forward to this Phantom Corpse guy. Oh my gosh, he looks fantastic. What else do we have? I think, well, here's another one. And you could tell some of these are Gridiron's things, because I know that weapon's from Gridiron, and that plate, the way it's done, that chest plate that he's wearing, that protective armor, and those shotgun shells, that looks like heavily Monster Force influenced. Now, we did see Johnny Quest, because that guy reminds me, this figure reminds me of that Johnny Quest doctor. I forgot what his name was, but anyways, he looks very familiar. I think it's Dr. I can't read the last of it, so there you go. But his face, very much like that doctor on Johnny Quest. And then some more Operation Monster Force. DC, here's some platinum versions of the Reverse Flash, platinum versions of the Sportsmaster, and a platinum version of Manhunters. I guess the person who got these pictures was, well, it's stamped right there on the, you know, credit to this gentleman right here, person, ALA, yeah, that gentleman. I don't want to mispronounce his handle there, but it's there. Excuse me. Same thing for these, Robin, Tim Drake, Cyborg, Superman, and the Atom. Okay. Look good. I'm probably not picking up any of these, but I know some of you guys like them, so that's why I offer them here. I should tell you about them here. Here's a quick little concept that Super 7 put up of their O-ring figures, the more articulated ones. They should have just started with this instead of having their, I mean, I could have told you that line that they started with the, you know, 3 points of articulation or whatever. It was just, sorry, stop with that. They should have started right here with this, and even I still wouldn't pay $20 for this. This is, you know, kind of a Star Wars equivalent. But yeah, I probably would have started here and have had at least this much articulation. Articulation from the 80s is where I would have started Super 7. I mean, seriously. Hopefully, you know, they have better luck with this, but seeing how Super 7 handles stuff is just so ridiculous. All right, what else do we have? NECA announced that these are their turtles that they're going to have for the 2024 convention. Okay. Okay. This is actually a pretty great exclusive because, you know, it's to me, it's not something I have to have. I get where they're coming from with these, but I don't need these at all. So I'm happy for you if you like them, if you want to go get them. Fantastic. I think this is a great convention exclusive. NECA, you've done a good job here. So it's a one-of-a-kind type of thing, limited. And yeah, I don't have any complaints about this. The turtles look kind of dopey to me, but you know, that's probably how they were drawn initially, and then they were stylized later. I just don't have an interest in them, you know. But hey, If you do, there they are. All right, what else we have? We have this Dark Knight by CY7 Toys. Before I post this, I'm going to go pre-order mine. Because I don't want you guys taking it from me. So this Dark Knight looks fantastic, and he has all the right weapons. It's not like DC being silly and saying, oh wait, you guys do a violence-based cartoon or action figure. Don't put any guns with it, because we don't want to give that impression. Just so ridiculous. I mean, come on, guys. Seriously, this version of the Dark Knight or Batman used guns. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous to me. All right, moving on. Ramen Toys has also said that they're going to be putting, I think we covered this already, but I'm just going to give you another quick look. This is kind of like the more stylized version of the Ramen Racer. You kind of got like a, beat up kind of look about it. Mad Max Warrior type of looking car. I dig it. I really like it. So hopefully that'll come out soon. Fury Toys The Legends is putting together this, do I dare say it? Nah, saber-toothed tiger. It looks like to me is way more articulate. Do you know the level of articulation it takes to get this thing in this position? Just out of control. So it looks great. And anyways, I love it. It looks fantastic. All right. Let's move on to Valaverse and what I can remember. And again, I'm just going to talk about it broadly. I'm going to let you get, the full scope of what Bobby has for you on Saturday when he does the official reveal for it and everything. But there is one picture I can show you because most of y'all already knew. We knew about 2 hours before it went up, and that is the Senshi Night Ops from Big Bad Toy Store. He's already up. He was one of the reveals there. So anyways, go pick him up if you want him. There you go. Very cool character. All right, let's see what I can remember from the Valaverse panel. And again, I'm just going to talk about it in broad strokes. Hopefully you'll figure it, you'll tune in for Valaverse's a recorded panel session. All right, let's get into it. Number one, they talked about a Garrison reissue. There will be a tweak. Remember, Bobby always does a tweak to these reissues. The first Garrison Cavalry was African American. This one will be a white version of the Garrison. So that's the tweak there, and he will be reissuing those. He talked about a Trigger reissue. So there will be a tweak to that one too. I think it's a tattoo. So he'll be a little bit different tones and a tattoo. So that's pretty cool. And I think he said something about like an angry face of Trigger as well. Anyways, we'll get that. I remember seeing that, like an angry face of Trigger with his hat turned around the other way, like the front to the front. Anyways, one of the big things too was a muddy Vanguard. I mean, it is exactly what it sounds like, a muddy Vanguard. So it's got the mud all over it and stuff. It's just a variant. I think it's going to be just a Valaverse exclusive. So there you go. Now what he's also offering on that one is, so you're going to have a brush guard on it, the ability to put a brush guard on it, and the ability to also add a cow catcher to it. So that's going to be that's going to be crazy, right? So it's going to look fantastic, I think. Yeah, it's just going to look great. And this is so funny. I think I forgot who the guy was. Embargo? I think it was Embargo who mentioned that his wife would like a pink Vanguard. They're going to produce 50 pink Vanguards. So, it's not as bad as it sounds. I thought it looked kind of, I thought it popped, like really popped. And also there is something that can marry closely with it, and we'll get to that in a minute, but it will be a pink Vanguard. So I thought that was kind of, I don't know, it's kind of neat. It's kind of different. There are some ladies in our, culture or in our tribe that would like something more tailored to them. But it also it might tie into something that's coming up here in a minute, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about it now. In honor of Breast Cancer Month, you know, in order fighting breast cancer, Bobby will be releasing a pink Steel Brigade female figure. And that, so he's not putting a driver in the pink Vanguard, but, you know, what's to stop you from taking that pink Steel Brigade female figure and making her the driver? So now you have a pink Vanguard and a pink Steel Brigade female figure driving it. Proceeds go to the breast cancer non-for-profit or institute. Don't beat me up, I forgot the name, but it's basically for charity and for research purposes to fight cancer. Why wouldn't you? Why? You know, that's I might pick one up, the female Steel Brigade, the pink female Steel Brigade, just to contribute to that. That's a great cause. All right. Many head packs, lots of head packs will be added. Not lots of head packs, but lots of heads in the packs. I don't know how to describe it to you other than saying you're going to have quite a selection of different tones and different heads in those packs. And I think one of those is Trigger. So that's going to be cool. You're going to have hand packs, just a ton of them. You're going to have the flesh hand packs, and then you're going to have like the gloved hand packs. And yes, there is one throwing the bird in in those hand packs. I think you have some pointing, you have some doing a salute, you have some, you know, flipping people off, and then I don't know, there's just a bunch of different hand packs, and I love it. I love that there's so many more hands that you can add to it. So that was very cool. What else do we have that I can remember? And this is the one that's really cool. The next convention, which is Terrificon, I think it's in Connecticut, he said, is gonna have the sweetest version of the Praetorian ever seen. I mean, when I saw this thing, I was like, doggone, I want to go. I mean, just for that figure. You'll see when he streams it, you know, Saturday. It just looks really great. It really pops. It looks fantastic. So get ready for that. Pandora will be the exclusive for, what was the other con that's after Terrificon? What was it? It's in Rhode Island. Anyways, the convention in Rhode Island that Valaverse is going to go to is going to be a Pandora on there. And that Pandora exclusive, I believe she'll be in all white. And there'll be a bloody version of her on there. So there's one that's in completely white, like a biker party type of outfit. And then there's one where she's going to have blood on it too. Now, again, all of this is brain dump. So if I get a little bit of the details wrong, you'll forgive me. I'll, you know, again, I'm just kind of giving to you what I remember. What else do we have? This is awesome. We will be getting a Swarm Locust vehicle. Basically, and it looks like, well, I mean, might as well just say it. It looks like a Dune ornithopter, if you guys know what that is. But it's a single-seater. And it just looks amazing, y'all. I'm so in on that vehicle. I've already got a few ideas. I got to buy like 3 of them because I'm going to have to customize it. And Bobby, you know, really expressed how aggressively he's trying to price this, aggressively in our favor. He's trying to price this vehicle so that he can keep it to a very, very reasonable cost for us. And I appreciate the heck out of that. I mean, that is fantastic. I think you can add flares to the back of it, like it's shooting out flares so you can't shoot it down. And it's also, maybe you can add some missile sponsoons on it too if you need to. I think that's what they talked about. And it is a single seater. He kind of, you know, the figure rides it like he's riding a motorcycle or something. And but I've already had some ideas for it. I've already got some ideas on customizing that. So, and there is a Swarm pilot. Man, that Swarm pilot that drives that thing, sweet. That thing looks sweet. It looks really, it's got a lot of straps on it. It's got a strap here, a strap here, a strap there. It just looks really cool. You guys will see it Saturday, and you know, it'll be awesome. Let's see, what else? Oh, there was a guy who had there was a figure with a bazooka, and the bazooka had the correct blast effects. I forgot. Anyways, one of the things that stuck out in my mind and my kids' minds is that there is a bazooka with a case that is disassembled, and then you can put it together. It has blast effects on it, and that looked fantastic. Okay. Action points. There is the next figure for the action points. What was it? Come on. The next figure. Oh, it was Pandora. It's Party Pandora. Well, you guys don't know what she looks like, but it is another Pandora figure. I believe she's in like a black outfit. Anyways, it's for Pandora, I believe. Don't get, oh man, I hope I'm right. But anyways, you guys will get to see the whole thing next Saturday. But yes, there is another Pandora. There is another Action Force figure that will be available for action points. You'll have to turn those in. Now, here's what he also said is that starting with this particular, redemption or points redemptions, you should be able to, one, turn in your action points and buy it at a substantial, low cost because you saved your action points, or have the option of buying it at a premium price. And same thing with Undercover Condor. You will, from that point forward, when she's announced as the new one, you'll be able to buy Condor with your Action Force points, or just straight out buy them at a premium price. So there's a penalty to pay if you don't have the Action Force points. But if you were, diligent enough to collect your Action Force points, and you have been a customer of Valaverse, then you will get a very substantial cut in price for the figure. It's almost like we're just paying for shipping almost. Well, shipping and a little more, but anyways. What else are we seeing? Series 6 has a medic in it. We had no pictures. He just said there's a medic coming. And he started to experiment with flocking of the beards. Okay, I know. It has a potential to look really bad, but in the pictures that he showed, it actually looked really good. I think it's in the length of the pieces of flock that are cut and how they're applied. You don't want it to look goofy, and at the same time, you do want it to look substantial, right? So I think if it's purposefully done, in the pictures it looked great. So we'll see how that goes. And what else? Oh, they said, well, someone asked if there's a possibility of underwater vehicles or water vehicles, and Bobby just kind of shook his head and said, yeah, they're coming. So I think that's everything that I remember. I'm probably missing a few things. Let's see, what else? Trigger, Pandora, Terrificon. I think that's all I remember, guys. So, all right, that was a lot. So if you have any questions about it, ask me at your own peril, because I'm old and I forget, and my children aren't here with me. So I could tell you, yeah, he's making a Pez dispenser, and it'll be labeled Locust, and you'll be able to eat Fruit Loops from it. I don't know. So anyways, guys, hopefully I'm kidding with all that, of course, but not about the other stuff that I remember. I think it's as best as I can remember, and my children can remember. Their brain cells are better than mine because I'm older now. That's what we remember from the con. I'm sure there'll be other people talking about it, and between all that, we can make out what it actually was that he said. So I appreciate Bobby for sharing that with us. I appreciate him for making this line. I appreciate Valaverse, the company, for working hard to keep costs down and to bring us any price cuts that are possible. Again, it's a niche line, still a niche line, still lower quantities than the Hasbros. So, yeah, you know what else is funny? It cracks me up when people see us, you know, so here's the thing. I love G.I. Joe. I love Valaverse. Nobody's going to tell me that I have to love one or the other. You can go, you know, beep, beep yourself. I'm going to do what I want to do, you know, and the same should be true for you guys. You know, don't let anyone tell you what to like. Just, you know, throw them out the door or just keep them out of your mind. If somebody tells you what to like, just move on. I'll see you later. But it cracks me up when you see these guys that either maybe don't want Bobby Vala to succeed or want to tell us, or like the collector police telling us what to collect and what not to collect, jump on here and try to yuck our yum. This is so weird to me. I just get a giggle out of it every time. The happier we are, the more they feel like they have to insinuate themselves between our happiness. And the only thing that they're doing is causing themselves more aggravation, because when they leave their piddly comments, if they would see me, oh, they'd probably go, but that's why I don't even respond anymore, because I'm on the floor cracking up at them. And, you know, that would probably just make them more upset. So anyways, guys, don't let anybody tell you what to collect. Have fun collecting what you want to collect. Let's get to this monstrous freaking haul that I got. So much coolness, and I've had to separate them into different things. And I'm sorry I'm going long, but there was a lot going on. Oh, just a quick tip about conventions. This is about my this is about my 84th convention. I've been to a lot of them, but never have I been to one as a YouTuber until this is my first one that I went to, where I was recognized by people, and it was actually pretty fun, and everybody was awesome about it, and you know, it was just a great time altogether. But let me offer, if you're going to a convention and you're going to buy things, let me offer you this bit of advice. There's two things that I'm going to share with you. If you're going to a convention and you really want something that you're probably going to find there, what I would suggest for you to do is get the preview night tickets, because then you could go in, have your first pick of what you want, and you can be assured that you'll have it in your hand, if that's the type of thing that you want to do. In addition to that, it will be less crowded, so you'll be able to move through the convention faster. And you'll have the pick of the deals that they have there as well, or your pick of the most premium product that the vendors have brought there. As the days wear on, though, there is another side to that. So those are the two things that you'll get if you go in a preview night, right? Number one, you'll be guaranteed to get the exclusive or whatever thing that you want to get, mostly, for the most part. Number two, you'll be guaranteed your pick of the premium product that the vendors have brought. And number three, anyway, I forgot what the other one was. Oh, you'll get to move through the convention quicker, right? Oh, and then finally, the other thing is, as the days go on, you'll start to see more and more product disappear, right? So less and less deals, less and less variety. But then comes the nth hour of a convention. A lot of people don't want to take this stuff back home with them. They've come here to, divulge themselves or just get rid of this stuff. We're trying to get some money back for it, for a trip or for a house or for whatever reason, to continue the hobby. For whatever reason they want to turn these items into a resource, right? And so what you find then is situations where you can wheel and deal. So at the last nth hour, you can walk up to somebody who's got some product in there that started out at like $100, and you got, hey, look, I've been to the convention all day. Will you do 50? And then they'll look at it, they'll look at you, they'll look at it. The thought process is, do I want to take this home? Do I just want the money instead? It's not an unreasonable offer. I only paid $30 for it initially. And then you'll hear the, fine. So anyways, again, these are just, a convention is a place where you bargain for stuff where you pay the full price. You can always ask. The worst they can say is no. Anyways, let's get to the pickup. Let's get to this haul, and I'll tell you about some of those stories. All right, here is the haul, the monstrous haul. And remember what I'm going to tell you. I never paid more than $30 for any of the Joes that I just picked up. We'll go through prices and stuff. Well, maybe there was one that I did, but that was because it was more of a set than... Anyways, we'll start up with just the deals that I got. Number one, you guys saw my pickup of this guy. It's not a Joe, it's a Star Wars vehicle, and you saw it from my hunt yesterday. 14 bucks for an Imperial Shutter. 14 bucks for an Imperial Shuttle. You know, from the original trilogy. I love it. I'm picking that up. Now, let's get into the deals. I mean, there's a lot of deals here. Oh, and by the way, I can guarantee you that the bone collector that you'll be winning is going to be this one. And I can guarantee you that it's not bloody. I already checked, you know. You're going to have to give me that concession, because if it was bloody, it's staying with me. But it's a regular, you know, bone collector. So, but hey, it's the 100th Action Force figure. I'll ship it just like this, and inside another box. So maybe give it some protection if you want to keep this too. I don't know. But anyways, I picked up number one. One of them's for the channel. Art, you'll be getting yours in the mail soon enough. I'll ship those out tomorrow. And Collecting Havoc, my guy. We got you one as well. So those will be getting shipped out. Hoping everybody has a, you know, a blast opening those up. So, gentlemen, thank you for being, you know, a friend to me and a friend to the channel. And I appreciate you guys, you know, commenting and stuff in the video. So thanks, Art. Thanks, Collecting Havoc. Anyway, it's a great community. All right, moving on. What else did I get? Let's start out with the deals. That was not a deal, but anyways, let's move on. On the first night that I got there, I guess they wanted to kick it off with a bang. I paid $20. Actually, yeah, it was $20 for each one of these. And they were, you know, let's just start out with, I don't really care if these are sealed or not. So I got a Flint in a baggie, complete. He's got all his stuff there. I got a bat. I don't care if he's not sealed. I don't, you know. And this is the big one though. I was not expecting this one for 20 bucks. Boom. A Major Blood for 20 bucks? Are you insane? Complete? What the? So that's huge to me. That's huge already. But wait, my main deal with going there, aside from Valaverse, was to pick up some Joes. And it's very specific, because I like my Cobra grunts. I think they make great, I don't know, they make just great figures. So number one, now this happened towards the end of the day, or the end of the collecting day. There was a table where these were sitting on the table, and they wanted a little more for these that I wanted to pay. And I asked them, listen, let's make a deal here. I can give you 60 bucks for all three of those. Well, the lady looked at her husband looked at her, and she said, I don't want to take anything back. Now, look, it was just an offer. They could have said no. It was just you know, it doesn't hurt but to ask. And so I got these three figures for 60 bucks. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Where can you find these for 60 bucks sealed anymore? You're crazy. Anyways, I picked those up. But hold on, it gets better. Next, here, let me show you these. On the first day we got there, I found this guy, 15 bucks. Sergeant Slaughter has a great buck, and he has a bunch of hands. So I picked him up, 15 bucks. 20 bucks for this little alley viper. Yes, sealed. Yes, all day. And then 25 bucks for another one of these guys. Yes, all day. Man, those are the good troops too. Killing it. All right. Again, I asked the guy, on the first day I got there, this is when I got these two, and actually this one too. So let's just talk about these three. I asked him, will you do 50 for these? And I guess he wanted to start the day off early. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. You can always ask. And maybe he was feeling happy about, something. It was a very jovial, very happy time. I was willing to barter with him and go up, but he didn't. He's just like, yeah. I was like, will you do 50 for these? So I got Outback. I got 2 Cobra Infantries. Boom! Why not? I love picking up deals. Now, the deals weren't just, they were out in the open, but you had to not push through people, but you had to, kind of wiggle your way in there to find them. They're not just, if they were out in the open, everybody would have picked them up already. So, it wasn't like you could just walk in and get a deal. You could, but you just had to hunt a little bit. And that's where the hunting comes in and some of those tips come in. That was the first day. Remember, where I got these deals on the preview night and then at the nth hour. Now, this one I paid over $20 for, 25, 20 bucks, but it's for a reason. So a breaker for 35 bucks. Yeah, absolutely. That's lower than retail when it first released. And then additionally, I picked this one up at Walmart. Not at Walmart. I picked this set at Target. I think you guys saw it. Was it 22 bucks? There you go. Picked up one of these right before the convention started. So we got another mutton junkyard for the collection, another doggy. All right. What did I pick up from VALAVERSE? Well, I picked up Bone Collector, so you saw that. But we also picked up, we'll go through these real fast because it's a lot of stuff. I just want to get through it. I want to rip right through it. Tactical headgear, we got that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 various, gear packs. So that was great. And 5 with the Eclipse upgrade gear. We've got 2. This makes a great base body. I like it more than the regular Desert Trooper. We got 2 Desert Condors. There's that. We got 1 Urban Commando. I love this figure. This figure, it's one of my favorites. We got another Swarm Horde. I really like the red version. So, I was definitely going to get another one of those. And we've got, here, let me hurry up with these because we just want to rip through these. We've got 2 Eclipses because her body makes a great base buck for customizing if you want to do it in the future. And then we've got an exclusive Warpath. Love that figure. And then another Pandora. I think this is the 2nd issue Pandora. She's got the different jeans on. And she's going to be the one I'm going to add that midsection to. I'm going to probably take that top off and put the midsection in there. So that one's for customizing as well. I got the ferret. You guys saw that. The ferret came in. Paid for that a while back. But anyways, the ferret just came in. So that was this week. I told you guys this was a monstrous haul. And then because of Art, he was showing off his stuff. I got a couple of these. These are great little things for your weapons. Just fantastic. I got those. And then this, my toe. And then this just came in. Just literally as I was doing the show. Look at this thing. This thing is gigantic. It's huge. I'm gonna do a review on it. It just looks monstrous. Well, I guess it's a monster, so duh. It's gonna look monstrous. Anyways, now we're gonna get to the ones that are a little sentimental to me, or a little, not sentimental. They are. Well, they're very nostalgic to me, and one of them's a little sentimental, but let's get to it real quick. So not only did I go for G.I. Joe Classifieds, but I also went in search of some of my childhood memories that I had. And one of my favorite childhood memories was thinking that I was going to be a space trooper in the Army. And nothing reminds me more of that time in my life where I thought I was going to be a space trooper than this little guy right here. A complete version of sci-fi for 15 bucks. Oh, heck yeah. I loved this figure as a kid. And I know he's lime green, but he's one of the only figures that's in this crazy banana, you know, he's one of the only figures that's in this crazy neon green color that I truly, truly love. You know, these crazy colors were just bananas back then, but oh, I love that little figure. All right, what else did we get? Of course, we got ourselves a mind bender, complete mind bender for 25 bucks. Very little wear and tear on him. I mean, just, I don't have a mind bender. I had one, but then I lost my mind bender. I lost my sci-fi, and then I got a quick kick. 15 bucks for a mail away quick kick. Why wouldn't I pay 15 bucks for this? So now I can replace my old one, you know, and I'm probably not going to replace it. What I may do is just take his crotch piece and use it on my other one. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, I still have my quick kick, but again, he's broken. And then here's another nth hour pickup. I went by there and I said, well, I only have 25 bucks left. Will you help? And that was the truth. It was the last purchase of the day. And that's all I had cash on me. This is the figure that I purchased for 25 bucks. Look at that. Now there is a slight thing with his weapon there, but that's fine. I mean that's low light. I had this figure as a kid. I lost him, but I really like this figure. I really dig him. So love it, love it. All right. What else did we get? Oh yeah. Every now and then I bump into a customizer that blows me away, and I'll try to leave his calling card in the details of the section there. But here's the figure that I purchased. Here's a picture of the figure. It's from JMK Customs, and like I said, every now and then I meet a customizer who's done a fantastic job, and I like to support him. And then here's the figure itself that I purchased from him. So that is this figure. I think he did a fantastic job on it. I want to display this one in my, you know, what do they call them? You know, oh my gosh, the Detolfs that I have sitting in my arcade room. So I'll be putting that one over there. So anyways, that very cool stuff. I think he's doing a fantastic job. Great guy, great to talk to, very personable. Great work. So that was fun. Now, let's talk about, you know, some other items that actually mean quite a bit to me. And number one, Figure Fever. Friend of the channel, great guy. You know, go check out his stuff. Just a good human being all around. Sent me this out. I didn't ask for it. He sent it out of the kindness of his heart, and I'm highly grateful and I'm highly humbled by it. Like I said, I don't do this show for money. I don't do this show for free stuff. I do it, you know, for the community, to share this just joy that I have for, you know, arcades, you know, from the 80s, toys from the 80s, the pop culture that we grew up with. But anyways, he saw that I was looking for this, and he happened to be able to locate one for me, and he picked up the Batman tank. So thank you, Mr. Figure Fever. I really appreciate this. It's going on my wall of fame. I have to find a spot over here to put it, because I was really looking for this, and I really appreciate you getting it for me. So, oh, and I will be sending you some stickers. I know you wanted some stickers. I'll send you out some. The other thing that meant quite a bit to me was that Bobby and Ryan both signed. Now, I think, so when I first saw this release, I thought this was really gimmicky and really silly. But for some reason, I fell in love with this goofy looking swarm, but it's so cool. So I had Ryan and I had Bobby sign it, just because, you know, it started out like, again, it's so gimmicky with the glow in the dark, but it works. It just works. And I don't know why, but now, you know, I have mine sitting up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, it's too high up. It's up there. It's out of the box, and he's sitting up there. But, you know, I picked up a couple of them. There's another one flying in this room. So this one I won't open. You know, just goes to show you that sometimes can't judge a book by its cover, because I actually grew to love this thing. Anyways, and finally, the one thing that meant the most to me at the convention was the time Larry Hama took to sign this for me. So I really, really appreciate it, Larry. Great human being. Thank you for your service, not only to our country, but also to, the fans, because he did this for free. He's just out there. Well, he signed this for free. He's just out there still supporting the community, still, bringing smiles to people's faces. And ultimately, that's what it's about. So anyways, guys, gosh, that's a lot. I want to wrap this up. If you guys got any questions, just drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer every single one of y'all. I truly, truly, love the community that we're a part of. This is our tribe. We're trying to have fun here. We're just trying to get away from the daily doldrums that we have at work or, in our lives. Just trying to put a smile on our faces and, kind of get away from some of it. Relive some of the imagination and fun that we had as kids. That's why I use it for. So, that's all I really want to do. So if you're in the comments section or if you're in this hobby and you've got some kind of frown or sadness in your soul or in your face, then you're probably doing this wrong. Unfortunately, through your anger and sadness, it makes me laugh because, seriously, what are you getting all bent out of shape for? If you don't like what we're doing, then why are you doing it? Well, that's weird. I feel like Ferris Bueller. Why are you still here? Are you still here? Anyways, guys, let's keep enjoying this hobby. Appreciate every single one of you. I really, really enjoyed meeting all the subscribers and all the fans out there and the celebrities. Really, that's what they are out at the DFW verse. It was just fantastic all around. Thank you so much for allowing me to grow this channel like this. Thank you so much for being a part of the hobby. And let's continue to grow it. Let's continue to share it and hopefully pass this along to the next generation. Appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you stayed this long, if I've brought you some fun, if I've entertained you, if I've informed you or made you laugh, why not subscribe? Why not like? Let's continue to grow the channel. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.